So let's check the different type of finishes we have for both wallpaper and decorative panels. As you can see here, we have different type of finishes both for our wallpaper line and our decorative panels line. The first three that we will see are these three: fabric, TNT and skin. As you can check, these are vinyl wallpaper. Here they are applied in aluminum surface, but the one that we are interested in is this one. So this is a fabric finish, so it looks like a fabric. It is vinyl wallpaper, very resistant, and it can be applied in every type of wood. Similar to this finish, we can have also the TNT and the skin. They are made exactly of the same exact material of the fabric. The main difference is the texture and the pattern on it. So you can check that the skin is very smooth, and the TNT has this plaster effect, very good for certain type of designs such as rustic designs or other type of graphics. After the first vinyl wallpaper, we will check this one. It's called Natural. This is a 100% celluloid fiber wallpaper. So this means that there is no vinyl, no chemical solvents, and all the inks that we use are water-based. You can also check that there is a slight structure on this type of finish, and this is very interesting when we are talking about a project where there is a lot of ecological mood going on, and this is a very good product for this type of projects. We also have this one. This is called H2O. It's a waterproof wallpaper. What does it mean, waterproof? This means that this is a fiberglass finish wallpaper that after a specific application of materials, in particular resin and protective, it becomes completely waterproof. So it means that this can be installed and applied also in wet environments such as bathroom, kitchens and so on. Then we also have one last finish, which is this one. This is called Soundproof. It's a specific soundproof wallpaper. Of course, when we talk about soundproof wallpaper, we are really focused on the reverb and of this type of material. Of course, this is not something that you can put in a room and then you play the drum and your neighbors doesn't listen to it, because they will. But this is something that helps to prevent up to 20-30% of the reverb in a specific room, and especially when there is several walls with this type of finish, it really helps in terms of decreasing the volume of the sound in the project. Let's check now the different type of panels, decorative panels that we have. Starting from this one, so this is called DECORA STUCCO, as you can check from here. There is an aluminum base, so this is an alucobond base where we put a layer of plaster. So this is made manually by our artisan, and then we print directly on the plaster and we put a special waterproof protective on it. This is something that we suggest when you need to print a specific rustic or a certain type of material. The thickness of this support is about 4 millimeters. Then we have this one. It's called DECORA resin. As you can see, is composed by a layer of alucobond, aluminium, 3 millimeters, a digital print on top, and then we use a specific epoxy resin to give this glossy effect and deep effect. As you can see from this point of view, the total thickness is about 5-6 millimeters, and this is really something that you would like to use in certain type of walls like accent walls or when you need to do something very special. Similar to this material is also this one, which is called SMARTPANEL. SMARTPANEL is a 6 millimeter thick support, which is composed by two different type of layers: a polycarbonate on top and the forex on the back. This really helps the panel to be very light and also cost-effective compared to the DECORA resin panel. So this is a more technical product that we suggest to use, especially in bigger projects where there is a need of having something cost-effective. Then we have this one. This is called DECORA Lux. Is a 10mm support. Total thickness is 10mm. Then we have a backlit opaline support, a digital print on top, and epoxy resin. This means that it creates a total of 1 centimeter thickness, and this is very interesting because this is something that can be backlit from behind. Let me take my... So this is something that can be backlit from behind, and especially for certain type of projects such as front desk of bar or other type of walls where you need a backlit, this is the product that you would like to have. Very interesting is also this one. Is very similar to the SMARTPANEL, but this is a SMARTPANEL double face. So this means that there are 2 faces on the back and on top, and usually we also put a board in order to finish the material. This sample doesn't have it. I don't know why, but we do. This is very useful for certain type of projects, such as panels that you can use to separate rooms, and you can see the same design on top and on the back, or different designs, so it's really not wrong. The thickness for this material is 3 plus 3 plus 3 equal 9, and this is my mathematical skills that you can see from here. So let's see. The last material that we're gonna show you is this one. This is called DECORA LED. It's LUMINOUS panels. Maximum size is 1.4 by 3 meter. As you can see, it's only 2.3 centimeter thick, and it is completely customizable and controllable by a special remote that can be used to change the colors, to change the different type of light brightness, and to do some other things. Let me show you a smaller sample of this material. You can check here a smaller sample of this material. The total thickness is 2.3 centimeter. Of course, now it's switched off, but it has its own remote that can be used to control the panel. This is something that is ready to go, so it just need to be taken out from the wooden case, applied on the plug, and it's ready to go. Okay, so these are basically all the different type of finishes that we have, and stay tuned for having more fun updates. Yeah!